Okay, so let's go ahead and get started then, and welcome to our little mini conference on the ISDepot, our brand new application for connecting members, mostly around buying and selling excess inventory, but also as a way to ask and answer technical questions on things. So what we're going to do this morning is I've got just a few slides to go through to sort of take you through the process of how to sign up and how things work. And Vincent Molden, who is one of our web communications gurus in the office, will do a little live demo of how to go do that. So if you've got questions at any time, go ahead and ask them. And we will do our best to answer questions, so we'll make this as interactive as you like, and we will just go through the whole process for you. So what we've done is based this application on Google Groups, which is a free application available from Google. So it just requires a basic Google account, which is also free. So all of this is pretty straightforward. We've given you the link here, and again, Vincent will take you through that in just a moment. But you go to Google to sign up for an account with them. It gives you Google Mail, all sorts of other things. But it will also give you the option when you sign up to choose your current email address as opposed to a Gmail account, which is what you should do. That way you don't have to go off and keep checking a Gmail account as well as your regular email account to see if there are notices about the depot. Once you have done that, you will get an invitation to join the depot, and this is the address that it will be coming from. And all you have to do is accept that invitation, and then you are off and running. So Vincent will be managing that piece of it, and then we will have as many people from ISD all signed up as part of this group, and then everybody who is in that group will then get the notifications as they go out. Once you've joined the Google group, then you just go to getting started on the ISDepot, which is part of ISD. So the regular ISD website, we put the depot on the home page to make it as easy to get to as possible. And once you're on that home page, which is really pretty straightforward, there is an area where you pick a button, or just click on a button that says New Topic. That's for creating an email that will go out to everybody that's part of this group. And you choose the product area, whether you're buying or selling or have a question about something. And then when you put your subject line in, we encourage people to put as much information in there as possible so that when people see that in their email, I know when I scan through my email, I'm looking at the subject lines to see which ones are more important than others. The subject line is what will get people to open your email. And it also gives you the capability to attach pictures, descriptions, data sheets, a number of things. So however you want to do that gives the most information possible to the folks getting the request. So then you hit post and just wait for people to send in their responses. On the depot page itself, these are the technical categories that are listed. So if you want to go browse these different areas, all of these postings will be under each of these different areas. These are typically the technology and product areas that we focus on in ISD in terms of our webinars and all of the technical activity that we do. We're always open to suggestions if there are better ways to categorize things, but this seems to cover pretty well all the businesses that our members are in from a sealing standpoint. So let me pause here and let Vincent take you through sort of a live demo of where things are on the website and how to get into that. And we'll take questions, and this was actually pretty straightforward stuff, so hopefully we're answering your questions as we go. But Vincent, go ahead.
All right. Thanks, Debbie. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go over everything Debbie just talked about, but in a little bit more detail. So the first step is to create a Google account, which again is free. You just go to this web address up here, which is accounts.google.com. You're going to enter in your information, and this right here is important to remember. You want to click that I prefer to use my current email address, so that way you can put in your work email address and you don't have to go back and forth between a Google account and your work address in order to see the notifications coming through for the depot. Once you have that all set up, you're going to want to just send me an email at vmolden@isd.org, just so I can know that you have an account set up and you're ready to receive an invitation. So after you send me that email, you're going to receive an invitation. So that's the wrong one. You're going to receive an invitation from ISDepot that looks like this.
There we go.
So it'll come from ISDepot. It'll look like this, and you're just going to click accept this invitation right here. After you accept it, you're pretty much ready to go. You're going to start receiving any notifications once someone posts to the depot, and you can also post to the depot when you're ready to have that happen. You can also view any posts that are sent to the depot on the ISDepot. You just go to the ISD website, click on ISD Depot, and you'll see all the categories and subjects here. And if you click on it, selling for instance, you can see everything that people have posted in the selling category, and then you can see more details. This particular person has attached images and graphs and all sorts of things in there. So in order to access this tab, you do have to be in our system. With your email address has to be in our system. So if you're not, just send an email to either me or info@isd.org, and we'll get you added. You can also reply to posts from here as well, instead of getting the email notification and replying from there. Once you type in your response, you're interested, or if you want more details or whatever the case might be, a notification will be sent to the author, so they'll get something immediately.
So we set it up so that we could have private email follow-ups to any of these solicitations. We figured that would be better than everybody seeing all of the email traffic. So once something has been posted out there and you get an email saying, I'm looking for this or I've got this to sell, then you can reply directly to whoever sent out the request and have a private email exchange at that point, so nobody else needs to know what's going on. That is really it. As I said before, we have tried to keep this as simple as possible and as easy to use as possible. So let me stop for a minute and say, do you have any questions? Does this sort of flow? Do you feel comfortable being able to go in and get things set up? Have we explained enough? Is there anything else that you are not sure about?
Any issues? I don't see any, no. I guess one question, if you've already got a Google account set up, can you go back into that, or do we need to set up another Google account so that we can put in our real email address, if you will?
Vincent, I'll leave you that one.
Yeah, okay. You can use the Google account that you already have set up. The reason why we recommend setting up a new account and using your work email address is so that you don't have to go between your Gmail and your work account in order to get the notifications.
Okay.
The question about cost or pricing, how does that work out? Are the prices that are put on there negotiable, or are prices put on there at all?
I think that's going to be up to whoever is posting requests or what they have available. A lot of them that I've seen say open to suggestion, or will take anything, or, I mean, I think we've left it to the discretion of the users to say however you want to use this program to best meet your needs is fine with us. So we don't have specific rules about that. I think it comes down to whatever you're comfortable with. You can specify a price or say, open to best offer, or here, take it. I want to get rid of it. It's all for free.
We'll pay you.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, one other question that it's not directly aligned with what we've just gone over, but are you the same folks that are that work with NAHEAD also besides ISD?
Yes.
Is NAHEAD going to come out with something like this, or?
Not that I'm aware of. I do not believe there have been discussions along those lines yet, at least not that I have been privy to, but
okay,
I would say, if things go well with this within ISD and we get things moving, we do try and sort of keep an eye on best practices across the different associations that we work with. And I know NAHEAD is always interested in getting ideas from us and vice versa in terms of what programs are really working well and stuff. So I think it will come down to how engaged all of the ISD members get. So far it looks like it's good, but as with anything, it's going to take getting some traction going and people getting used to the program in order to get a lot of traffic out there, and then it will sort of run itself at that point.
Well, I think it's a good idea. We certainly are interested. So.
Oh, good. And it's free. I mean, this couldn't be better. So if you have any other questions, or as you're going through the process, things don't make sense, or you run into any issues at all, just send an email to either Vincent or myself, and we will be happy to help out. So far, people seem to be getting engaged and doing it with no problem, so I think it should be pretty straightforward and simple to use. At least that's what we're counting on. That's how we tried to get it set up.
Okay. Anything else?
Any other questions we can answer?
I think that's it, Debbie.
All right, terrific.
Great.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck.
We'll be in touch.
Thanks, Debbie.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, gentlemen. Bye.
Got it. Goodbye.